Right, g'day team. I hope we're all well. Just checking just making sure we're all good. I think we are. I think we are. Let's wait and see. I'll know very shortly whether or not. Whether or not. Righto. Looks good. Looks good on my end. Yeah, there we are. Who's that guy coming into it? Cheers, Robro. Well, I think I might have had the big C because I feel like I got the symptoms from last time. Still coughing a bit. Yeah, just I think it's a mixture of a cold, something, whatever. They want pretty. Been yeah, as I say, if you hear me coughing and spluttering today, you'll just ignore it. I'll try and keep it as much away and not so loud. Hopefully, it blocks it in your ears. But otherwise, I did jump on the bike yesterday afternoon for a little bit, so I do feel okay. Hence why we don't have anything super intensive today, but we'll just be right back on that focus of technique and stuff. Okay. So as you'll see, it's just half hour. Got the 6 minute 6 minute sets up there, and we'll just basically go through very medium, low to medium rate. Okay, so just we'll rock out on the technique focus and the rhythm, and just really push towards that. Okay. So as you'll see, we've got 6 minutes at 20 to start. We'll break it up. Then we've got the pyramid, and then we basically just do a little bit of a climb, and then we climb to finish. Easy, right? Really easy. We'll only do 40 seconds rest. I don't think we need a huge rest in between. Just enough, refocus. I might just have to blow my nose every now and again, but it's no big worry. Yeah, very, very simple. Okay. So that's us for today. But I think just going back to things that we've been working on previously, just keep working on that compression. Okay, just that seat sliding this way, just allow it to happen. Nice, easy movements. Remembering that there's times where we want to be under that strain when we've got nice long hang with the arms. But remember, everything around the finish, just let that inertia take over, so that we can just finish back and just let that rhythm take that momentum, carry us back over. Okay, so we don't have to be like stopping and then trying to push our hands and stuff back out. Remember, just let that chain and everything just happen back out over, and then glide forward straight up to the front, and then smooth, right? And remember, keep focusing and just keep an attention to detail for yourself of that. When we're through that drive, we don't have to be like super off the front. Remember that there's that take up period, and then it's through here where we've got the legs and body really working together to give us that force. Okay. And the best way to do it is to feel it for one stroke. Yeah, not bad. Next one, could I do something a little bit better? Could I connect those legs and body a little bit better? Have a look at what it does to the numbers on screen, because you get instant feedback. So you can be like, that was good, wasn't so good, was shit, right? It's pretty easy. And then just keep working on those and getting the feeling, because at the end of the day, it's a feeling that you feel in your body and the way that you're doing it, which dictates the speed. And if you think in your head, you're like, yeah, actually that felt good. I pushed, visualize it in your head. I pushed and I swung and it gave me good numbers on screen. Maybe this is what I'm searching for. Okay. And that's what we're trying to do today. Just get a good rhythm, good focus, and just rock through it. Okay. Beauty. Coffee time. I made a bit more than normal, so that'll be good. Give me that caffeine energy. Right. Okay. Let's rock and roll. Yeah. Excuse the nose blowing. I'll be doing it a little bit today, but no biggie. Right. Okay. Let's just warm up for a little bit, as always. Just get that body nice and free. Nice free movement and just get ourselves set in a nice position to start with. Okay. Good motion. Feel that nice rhythm. Even now, just start off, especially in this first part, by really feeling our chain. Okay. So don't try and make ourselves go forward. Just feel this chain in the hands, drawing back. And we just want to be softly molding ourselves back into this compressed position, okay? And what I mean by that, just hands come out, body comes forward a little bit, knees softly break, and then we just glide at one speed to this front part, okay? If we do it at one speed, we get there right at that point, and we just can't go any further. We can't try and extend. It just happens, okay? And while we're not under super stress now, we can just feel it, okay? And we can get that rhythm and that feeling. And then we've got a platform to be able to add that energy afterwards, okay? Nice long arms. Feel this compression. Roll into the front. One speed. There. Good. Okay, nice. Roll. Nice and smooth. Okay, feel the changes on the feet. And even here, just in this warm-up part. Sitting our body naturally. There. We've got to find some content in ourselves in terms of how much setup we have, our length, because we don't. A lot of common mistakes are like, I'm here, I'm set, and then you feel like you want more length. You want more length because you think length is going to give you that extra speed. And people are like, oh, I need to get right in. I'm going to get right back, okay? If we're searching for length, take it back, search for the correct positioning and the correct timing and sequence of the stroke through that middle, which will give you that speed. That first take up, now we start to feel that push in that body, pushing that body back. Both feet, okay? A couple more. Done. Right, beauty. Okay, so that'll be a big part of the focus today. It's coming in. Nice rhythm, okay? Remember, without the chain, we're getting to this point of uncomfortableness right there, okay? And that first part, just push and let that body come back, okay? Use that sequence, that hang, just to sit back through the stroke and let ourselves get back to this nice position to then be able to just roll forward and repeat. Okay? Beauty. Right, let's get set up, eh? let's jump on to our workout. I was going to say it's pretty cold here in New Zealand at the moment. I walked across frost here to do this morning. Luckily, it's nice and warm in my studio. I say warm, but it could be nicer. It'll get warm soon. It'll get real warm. Right, select workout, new workout, intervals. Go to that time. 6 minutes on the clock and 40 seconds on the rest time. And then we'll just leave it flashing for a little bit. Okay, so 6 minutes, 40-second rest. Excuse me. I'll keep apologising all the way if I do a snot rocket on the halfway through one of these sections. Righto. Okay. Beauty. Let's press that check box. First one, we're just rolling along at 20 strokes a minute, okay? Rhythm, set ourselves up for the workout. Remember, take a little bit of time. We don't need to be hitting numbers like straight away. If you feel like you're warmed up, you feel like you're pretty fit and healthy, I like old Eric here, get onto some numbers pretty quickly. Otherwise, let's build into it. Take a minute or two to build it up, to get the rhythm, to get a comfortable, solid pace, and then just manage what we're doing from there to hold that pace, and watch what we do technically and how it dictates the change in that pace on the screen. Okay, here we go. All right, are you ready? Tension. Row. Okay, nice long arms. Remember, they're just the lever, the appendage that helps hang the weight through the strength and the structure of our body, pushing open that compressed body, all while holding those arms nice and long and extended. That extension in the arms, nice hang. Always have to feel like we've got that strung out type of feeling. That's where we get the nice ability to press and hold, and for the handle to catch up through the acceleration of the stroke. The reason that handle comes quite quickly into the body is because we've used those big muscle groups to speed up the flywheel and to finish a round. Okay, good. Right. Okay. Remember, glide forward. Once we get off the back, nice smoothness with the hands, out over the knees, and one speed into that front position, and then hang out of the catch. Okay, check your grip. Are you really choking the handle? Or can you feel the grip with long arms feeling it down through the lats rather than up in here, okay? A good rhythm, that's it. And we're just going back and forward on repeat. Keep the change in direction. Remember, smooth, doesn't have to be hit and muscle it. We want a nice swing pressure through the drive, through the swing. One motion. Okay, good. Remember this metronomic. Even now, there's a rhythm to what we're doing. There's got to be patience. There's got to be relaxation and good focus. Okay? It's a never-ending battle with the machine, but we're really trying to find it efficiently and smoothly. Okay, nice. Patient. And carry. Really smooth. Nice motion with the body. Remember that feeling. Sitting back through the stroke. Body. Okay, good. Leave the arms out long. The push. Last couple. Okay, really good. Okay, that was nice and smooth. Looking for good speed, good relaxation, and good rhythm. So, this next one, we go straight back to that again. And then as we free it up, all those movements just happening a little bit quicker. Okay? Here we go. So, 20, 22. Now, go back onto that nice platform we just created. Okay, find our breathing rhythm. Find the pressure. Find the consistency. Flywheel, it's always moving. Our goal to maintain or to increase if we need to. Okay, good. The push. Nice and flat with that draw. Trying to keep that pressure nice and low under the arms. Good. Nice and smooth, okay, this is good. I'm sitting here, we're picking the flywheel as we roll in. Remember, smooth change in direction, momentary patience at the front, change direction, and then we press out, and then we increase through that middle. Good, nice. Okay, elastic extension, just be nice and natural. There, good motion. Okay, both feet, feel that pressure. Ready to change up, move everything. 5%, here we go. Now, okay, just moving freely. You'll see a jump in numbers, and all we did was move everything faster. Okay, great visual around what makes this happen, and now we sustain it. Okay, good. Nice motion, very good. Hang in the front, smooth change. There. Nice. Okay, really good effort. Nice rhythm. Good flow. Continuous motion. Okay. Resist that temptation to grip too hard. Just hang strength. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, and as the flywheel spinning, smoothness around the front, get that speed, stay on top of it. Okay, feel the hands, out over the knees, help each set up, roll in, there, patience, and press. Good. Last couple. Ah, we're done. Nice. Okay, good. Really good. Good natural momentum. Getting ourselves that freedom here to just get out naturally off the bat. Okay, nothing too mechanical. Mold it together. One continuous motion. Right, here we go. Pyramid. We're going to go 1 minute changes. 20, 21, 22, 23, 22, 21. Okay, so it's a very much a continuous like pyramid in terms of there's just that subtle changes as we go up. Okay, and by the 4th minute, you probably won't even realize we're at 23. Okay, so onto the rhythm here. This is all about being really smooth, working on our rhythm. Okay, it's easy to do at 20, 21, 22. Okay, right up to sort of 24. There's no franticness in it. That's what today's about. Okay, up 1 now. So just that little bit of freedom with the hands. Okay, don't be super fixated on the rating. It's jumping around, whatever. But it's a little bit of freedom, motion, set up. Okay, smoothness, that's us. Okay, feel that shape around the finish. Up 1, now, move the hands. Feel that inertia, speed of the hands. Okay, rolling with it. Nice. Roll into that front. Take good stretch, but we don't want to like overreach, overextend ourselves. There's a nice setup through that first part, and we set right into that catch. All right, up 1. Now, excuse me. Okay, nice. And there it is, right? Now we've got a tap. We've got nice freedom with the machine. With a good hang. You can feel the pressure on the feet as we push. As the body opens, you still feel that pressure on the feet. And it's only right until just before the finish when the body is whipping through, we feel that change onto the toes. Right, down 1 now. So patience. Maintain the speed if we can. Okay? Hold the flywheel. Good. Hold this shape with technical focus. Remember, hands, feet and seat. Reconnect the points.
if we feel something out of one of those three doing like something stupid, or like a shoot, or the hands come early, right, down one now, then think about the sequence, okay? Self check. They work together. They have a relationship. Okay, nice. The patience. Remember, smoothness of stroke. One pressure. Don't try and add anything through the middle. Okay, one push and swing, one motion, nice and smooth. Okay, good. Last one. Okay, very good. Okay, good. Starting to get a good puff on here. Okay, so now we're going to just get into these rises. Nice ladder step ups. So keep thinking about as we step it up through each rate. Keep that relationship. This guy, and these guys, right? If we feel something different, or we feel that, or you lose the connection with the feet, they all work together. Okay, here we go. So 20, 22, 24. Start here. Get our focus here, get our rhythm. Feel this relationship now. Make it smooth. Nice posture in the body, okay? Remember, we don't need to be super stiff. We want to have suppleness, but we also don't want to be down and super curled over, okay? We want to have that structure and posture in our core and our back to make sure we don't do anything that's going to cause us any harm, okay? Injury-wise, etc. All these muscle groups firing together in sequence with the pressure that we're deciding to put on so that we can manage the set that we're doing. Nice. Okay, smoothness. Feel our motion. Let's feel the rhythm here. There's still time for patience. Both ends. One speed forward. And then push and swing. Good. Right, ready for freedom? 22. Now. Nice, that extra movement speed. Holding our body with what we were just doing. Good. Really good. Nice smoothness. Remember, hold our composure. We shouldn't be getting too wild. Okay? Focus. Holding our structure. Roll into the front. through the change in weight on the feet from here through to here. Set off the back. By the time we're at the front, and really feel that load on the feet at the compression. Okay? Don't be in a hurry to get out of the front. Take your time. There, press away. Okay, nice. Right, last change up. Free it up. Here we go. Now, tap along. Remember our hand movements. Around the finish, out over the knees. Good. Feel the rhythm, the motion. Continuous. Feel that metronomic motion of the hands, of the swing. Good. Nice push. Nice swing. Flow is moving. The goal, maintain what the flywheel, what we create. Nice. Okay, this is really good. Nice. Tap it along. Very good. Right. Okay, nice. Okay, really good. These pieces are just nice and manageable. Really focus because there's such a short one. Just looking for that rhythm, that continuous motion of movement that we're trying to achieve. Okay, now we get our second crack at it, but the last minute, we'll just free it up again. Right, here we go. Now, okay, breathe that machine up to speed with our body weight. Good. The patience. Let's really focus on this last set. Get this hang, sequence, rhythm. Nice. Okay, first minute down. Should be in a good rhythm here. Good. Sustainable pressure, sustainable movement. Okay, nice. Nice speed of movement. Here it is. Getting nice and tall in terms of structure. Okay, don't let our bodies or shoulders come down too much. Want to be able to have the bodies on the position, the starting position of our swing arc. Okay, right there. Up two. Now, we've got that extra travel speed. Hand speed's quicker. And the drive speed, just a fraction more acceleration focus. So, you got to see the numbers on the screen with the changes. Hey, hang with me. Armpits, here we go. Down through those lats, out of the shoulders, shake it out. Okay, feel that symmetry. Both hands hanging out long. Push back, nice and square. Okay, good. Both feet. Nice with the body, it's nice, good. Not patient to the finish. Not hitting. Brush. Swing and brush. Twenty-four. Up one, two, sorry. This one for 1 minute. Now, take good freedom of movement. Nice, good hang. Focusing on your own rhythm. Patience. Relaxation. Last change up. Now, 26. Tap. Tap. Okay, and just move freely. Find a real efficient motion. Hands away. Start the set up. Roll to the compression. Nice. Hold the body posture. Good hang and swing. Last few. Use the body through the middle. You did it. Right, great job. Excuse me. Nice. Okay, great. Really, really good. Nice, simple, short workout. Even though it's half an hour, tell you what, it feels pretty short just with all those breakups and the sets. Okay, just reset your menu. It'll lock that into the memory, your erg data. Keep clocking up those meters. Okay, we'll just gain our own composure here for a couple of minutes, warmed out. Okay, breathe into it. Wasn't super lactic taxing, I guess, probably the word. Nice physically, okay, getting up a bit, makes the heart pump, but we're really not overextending the bodies. Okay, if you feel like you're really tight, tying up, maybe we're just working a fraction too hard. Okay, and what I mean by that is that you might be working too hard for the energy that you're getting, okay, the speed that you're getting. Okay, maybe you pumped it out and you're like, yeah, that was quick, great, okay? But remember the balance between working on that efficiencies, having nice, consistent numbers on screen, okay, and then really trying to push it out in terms of maximizing your numbers, okay? So analyze it. This is the thing, the rowing machine, it's pretty much 100% self-analyzation, right? Unless you're working with a coach that can view stuff and give you some technique tips, like personally, obviously that's the only way about it. But we've really got to focus ourselves and get this picture, okay? It's really good. You know, I've got my iPad set up on a stool looking at this. There's no reason why you can't do the same and then just look at it and think, okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing there? Oh, I see myself come in and the first movement's a little bit of lift. I don't know, whatever. But then it gives you some tools of reflection that you can say, right, I need to be real focused on that part around the stroke, coming in, being like that, okay, rather than like that. Okay, there's a difference between that and like the first movement being that, okay? And so I do encourage everybody, film it every now and again, have a look. Perfectly side on, as you pretty much see it here, is probably the way. If you can, even if you take it outside, wherever your row is set up, it's always a good chance to have a look and just see it from your eyes as if somebody else has seen it, okay? I look at mine sometimes and I'm like, sometimes I feel like I don't quite get that there at the front and it looks like my seat just slips out just a tad there before I get onto it, okay? And then I can get that focus back with these 3 connection points, okay? So, good effort. Think about it yourselves. How did you feel it went? Because at the end of the day, as I say, you're the ones here that are able to look at it and to work on it yourself, okay? But great session. I didn't cough and splutter too much, so excuse me, like honestly, you know, so I should take that as a positive that I'm on the mend. We're on the mend, okay? So great session, guys. Great sets. As I mentioned at the start, we were all about the focus today of getting that rhythm and just working on this motion, the compression, getting better at what we're doing. Okay, and that's the goal in all of these sessions, is to give some tools, give my perspective, have a look at stuff, keep working on things yourselves to really look for that improvement. Now, remember, improvement is very minimal. Okay, it's small gains over long period. That's how it works. Okay, so the more focus we get, if we can stay focused for 70% of our session, right? And I ain't going to put a number and say that you can focus for 100% because I guarantee you can't. If we can just keep the higher the number per session, in some sessions you might be like, I feel like shit, I'm running like shit, I'm not having a good space, whatever.
it doesn't matter, because if you can just get a tiny little bit out of the session, you're better off to do that than you are to not do it at all. Okay, so keep a focus on that through the time. Like, look at me, I ain't feeling that great, but I'm still going to do it, and I'm still going to get some advantage out of doing it. Okay, keep ingrained the good parts of the stroke that we're trying to do. Work on a few that aren't, and that's always the key. And so, good session, good focus. I recommend as much as possible, unless you're going to do a big hit out. I always recommend, sessions 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes. Okay, gives you that ability to be like, I'm going to focus, boom, switch off, shake it out, do it again. Okay, and that's really the key to it. Whether you use distance, time, obviously you can use distance yourself if you're rowing by yourself. Obviously we can't use it here. Okay, great technical session, thanks. Get well soon. Yep, beautiful. Made a point today to copycat your timing and have my hands match yours. Force curves are a lot smoother. Nice, it's good to hear, Doug. Watching you make patience. Yeah, I think that's one of the things, right, is it is very hard to find this rhythm and this patience, right? Because is it a stop, or is it just like a smooth rhythm? I've always been the fan of that. Should just be one movement back into the front. Because if you try and, like, you see a lot of people, they stop and then they like get forward and then they'll zip in, or they'll be like really quick here, and then they've got to hold that last part into here, where naturally it's just a smooth movement. It's just one speed, and you can do it here. You can just be like one speed into there, and you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop. you can't carry on and keep going. So it's just like, I'm there. Okay, and so naturally the body puts on the brakes for you. And it's always baffled me that people have been like, nice, quick off the front, and then slow down into the front. I'm like, fuck, it's going to slow down anyway. Okay, so good patience, Doug, and just remember, it's a continuous motion with the stroke. Okay, we should be trying to think that it's a continuous back and forward, forward and back and forward and back. And yes, there is differences, because obviously the drive time is quicker. But once you get up around here, it does tend to be more metronomic in terms of that one-to-one. So very good. Keep working on that. It's great to hear. Question: are you aware of what your abs are doing during the stroke? I know we're squeezing our glutes. Do you pay attention to the abs? Not particularly. Okay. Good question. I don't specifically think about it too much. I'm probably more focused on, well, it probably is the abs, but it's more how I'm holding my body and my back. So I'm not specifically thinking about a group, because I know there's targeted front and back. I'm just wanting to hold my body in this posture here, especially from the front there. Now, you say it, I'm not specifically thinking about, do I hold my abs like nice and tight. Around the finish there, I'm not thinking of my abs, but I'm thinking I want to hold my posture, because I don't want to come in and go like this and the seat and that just slip out underneath me. I want to be able to hold myself here. So what I'm thinking about is holding the body posture. So whatever groups I'm using, they're automatically working. I ain't thinking about them, right? And so it's just thinking about that there, to be able to get that body swing through there. So could you ask me, because I'm just trying to think about it myself. I'm really just thinking about my body. So it's a bit of both groups now that I think about it, but I'm not trying to let my body go like this, or I'm not trying to let my body do that. I'm trying to hold, what I'm trying to picture is holding my body in this position here and swing it through. Okay, so I'm trying to hold it. It's not bolt upright like this. Okay, there's a little bit of curve in my spine, and I'm thinking about swinging that body back. So all the groups that are associated with that is what I'm thinking about. Okay, so I hope that helps. Man, I got the perfect force curve. Yeah, good. That's what we want. Okay, so good questions, good chat. Take everything away. Keep working on it. That's the goal, obviously. yeah, keep trying. Trying is the ultimate word, right? And as I say, I think there's always that good possibility and good option to sometimes have a record, have a look at it, um, and yeah, and just have a look at it from another point of view, okay? Because when we're sitting here, we're imagining ourselves. We're like, I think I'm doing this. You know, your eyes are shut. Well, your eyes aren't shut, but you've got this vision of like, if I was looking at myself from the side while I was doing this, what does it look like, right? And that's really what, like, I can see myself because I have my phone set up down here, and every now and again I'll just take a little peek and I'll be like, yeah, you know, and obviously analyze myself while I'm doing it. But can't do that. Most people can't do that unless you like you're on YouTube and you run two phones or something like that. But you could, well, yeah, if you're technically into it. But as I say, a lot of times we want to take bits and pieces, but it's the same with the force curve. Is that if you're looking at that one exact stroke all the time, it's not great. You want to look at the trend over the time, not just one off, right? Because you could take one off and go, beautiful, I'm an absolute fucking magician at this, I am the best. But then if you multiplied it by 250 strokes, what do you reckon the trend curve would look like? And that's really the idea, is to start thinking about the overall picture rather than just the one point, okay? So yeah, that's about enough. It's a bit of enough natter for me. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be back. Well, we will be back to full fitness by next week, and we'll be able to punch a few things out. So yeah, all good, right? Okay, so thanks very much, team. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys back here next week. So thank you very much from me and the Sensei team. Yeah, really great times. Okay, right, beautiful. Peace out, team.